The Steel City is ready at Acrisure Stadium here in Pittsburgh. Tonight, a tough AFC North matchup. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With you, the All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from the Steel City. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Ravens will come out. They are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 33 yards.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Jackson fires complete to Flowers. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Third and short, Jackson. He'll go right back to Flowers. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
First and goal, and it's Henry. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal. Now Jackson. This one caught at the floor. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this.
Good blocking, and he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. But let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the pass. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. If he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On the carry, this is Kenneth Gainwell. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 9. From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Ravens offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
Play action now. Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. He'll be out of bounds. It's a decent pickup of 5 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On play action, here's Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 29, here's second down and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. He'll work forward, a short gain to the 25. Derek Harmon, first-rounder out of Oregon, there for the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And the Baltimore first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He's to the 10, and he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's first and goal.
Man, Mike, I thought he was going to take that one all the way in for a touchdown, but give credit to the defense. Touchdown saving tackle, really good effort. But now they're going to have to buckle down and dig in because they're facing first and goal.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Ravens.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
On is Luke to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Ravens will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Loop is back out to kick this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Steelers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. Now he'll just pitch this one out there. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
41-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 2nd down, Warren. Peeling forward for maybe a yard. Roquan Smith is there to bring him down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Ravens offense ready to get back to work. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. One quarter in the books. It's the Ravens out front, and we're back to the Steel City after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. 2nd down, they need 7. As we are ready to get back underway. 2nd down, Jackson. There's a short one, caught up, and they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
13 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. He'll give it, going left. There's Henry. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Jackson now on 2nd down. To the outside. Catch made by Hopkins. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up.
Pass interference. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Luke now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Ravens will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
Ain't want my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many should I see? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Clear with couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, yo, get your chili up.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. This one complete to Hayward. He's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
That's out wide to Warren. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately, a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
3rd down and 9. Rodgers going up top again. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line.
First and 10.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Lamar going to hang on to it. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defensive strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
They'll run. It's Henry. That would qualify as an angry run. Powering his way forward. A pickup of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
Down at his 49-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. In motion comes Andrews. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That one going nowhere, but a late penalty flag comes in. They may get bailed out here.
Automatic 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Still 1st down.
To throw is Jackson. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
Jackson looking to throw. And it's left side and caught by Flowers.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On third down, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a big one for the Ravens. 31 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Now a second down throw from Rodgers. And he's very close to first down yardage. The mark him shy, though, at the 48.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak, and he will have The Steelers, first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rob. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
From the gun, Rodgers. To the right side and corralled by Fielder. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. That tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Rodgers. No chance at all. He'll go down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Jalen Warren was the man he was trying to connect with. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him. Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Oswell's kick is good. A tick under 2 minutes until halftime. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Ravens take over.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. On play action, here's Jackson. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up second down. Now Jackson. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it's going to be third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll try to run for it. Whoa! And he's going to be out of bounds. Up past the 35. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll run again. Whoa! And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This defense is going to have to come up with some answers at halftime, because they cannot allow this quarterback to just continue to have his way with them on the ground using his legs. And that's exactly what's happened so far here in the first half, and they're going to have to get that fixed and fixed quickly. Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Second down and 3. Jackson now. Now he'll run it. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. In motion goes Likely. A first down throw for Jackson. There he goes again.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up the positive play.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll send Flowers in motion. Second down. Jackson. He'll take off again. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
Baltimore first down.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's into the end zone yet again. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. On is Luke to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens add on to their already sizable lead. Showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Real quick. Maybe on that rapid pay the bills. And now I'm finished. Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself. Know your worth. My actions being louder than my
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. I bet you it's 2 different. Very different, in fact, halftime speeches from the head coaches as we get set for half number 2. A very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
To throw, it's Rodgers. I had defenders draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
We'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. He'll push forward for about a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
At the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Metcalf pulls in that one. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. That's a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You didn't even know you're facing a big deficit. I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
2nd down, Rodgers. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
And he'll throw this one away. Incomplete. Receivers blanket it everywhere he looks. And bring up a 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will cut into that lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. We'll try to establish some tempo as we start this one with 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Going to go right back to Henry. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Gain of 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Jackson from the gun on third down. Taking off, he's trying to get there. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, Baltimore.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Baltimore.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Out of the gun. Here's a give to Henry. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Derek Harmon, first-rounder out of Oregon, there for the stop.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. A big play there. Jackson to Flowers. A pickup of 44 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Now, Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will add one more onto their big lead. Touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. On the ground, Gainwell. To the 20. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 39 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5. It sets up 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's a handoff to Waller. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. It's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Bateman is the motion man. He takes off. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's 3rd down.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. They'll get enough 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and So far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Wester on the return. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25.
He was brought down by Cole Holcomb. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll get this out to the left flat. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. He's got it! No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. 62 yards. It's a big one for the Ravens. 62 yards.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able...
And he'll take it on in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. On is Luke to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens stretch things out even further. After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. on the ground. It's Warren to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 6. That's quickly out wide to Thielen. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll try and run it here with Warren. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Henry. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. In motion goes Likely. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
In motion goes Likely. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 46, here's second and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
On the ground, here's Henry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Jackson now on second down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
Just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. It'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Derrick Henry. That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing third and 3. In motion comes Andrews. They'll try and run for this with Henry.
Derrick Henry in the ball carrier.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
On fourth down, out is the rookie Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Ravens will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
To it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Warren.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down. Rodgers now. He'll set up the screen to gain ground. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They run with Warren. And a nice run. He's got a 1st down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
A-Rod now to throw on 1st down.
Not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That's incomplete. Daring throw on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. That, not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Mitchell. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll send Flowers in motion. From the gun, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
You know, Mike, it's funny when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
In motion goes Likely. They'll run to the man from Marshall, Rashid Ali. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And they do it in blowout fashion. We thought this might be a competitive battle. It was anything but. Points came early, and often they cruised to an easy victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.
Bye.